The beach behind me isn't very busy right now, but this Saturday and Sunday it'll be filled with a few thousand people spread along the stretch of the beach who are here enjoying the water or laying in the sun, and many of those people will have cell phones with them. And at some point, some percentage of those people with cell phones will stash their phone in a beach bag, or maybe they'll hide it in a shoe or roll it up in a towel, and they'll go off to play in the water or play catch in the sand or any of the other fun things that are to do at the beach. And they're going to trust that the people around them will not bother their stuff and that the cell phone will be there when they get back. And most of the time, that's true. But the reality is that cell phone thefts are one of the fastest growing crimes in this country. And so the beach is probably just a likely place for a cell phone to get stolen as anywhere else, particularly when people are fairly trusting here. And it's pretty easy to walk away from your stuff and just kind of have faith that it will be there when you come back. And the thing is that people don't just steal cell phones these days because they want the phone itself. I mean, sure, the high-end iPhones and some of the high-end Android phones are very expensive at retail for the actual device, but there are lots and lots of phones that have all kinds of features that really don't cost very much money. And so the thing that is valuable on the phone is the actual data itself. You downloaded an app that allows you to log into your bank, and maybe you stored the password in the notepad on the phone because you can't ever remember it, and so it's right there, and then anybody could get into it, right? But you're assuming that nobody ever will because you're not going to ever let your phone out of your sight, but you don't always have control over that. And so if somebody steals your phone here at the beach, or if you get it stolen some other way, then all of a sudden they've got access to things like your bank account information, or maybe you have passwords to other things, or you have the photos that you haven't backed up. To me, it's some of the intangibles that I'd probably be most worried about because I don't ever keep my passwords in any sort of obvious place. But if I have photos that I haven't synced, or if I have videos that I haven't synced, or if I have any other data that happens to be on my phone that isn't anywhere else and I lose my phone, I don't have any way to get it back. But I'm kind of exploring this in part because I'm participating in the Absolute LoJack Digitally Dark challenge. And this is something where I'm going to go without a phone for 24 hours and see what it's like. But it's also because I'm fascinated by the fact that we really kind of take for granted that our phone is this thing that's always going to be with us. And I remember the number of times in the past, pre-smartphone, where I was just feeling physically sick when I couldn't find my keys and I didn't know where I had left them, and I had to retrace my steps and not know where they are. And fortunately, I've never had that happen with my phone, but I can only imagine that that feeling would be that much worse. So I'm going to go in a few days digitally dark and try to be without my phone for 24 hours and kind of give you a feel for what that's like. And of course, you can find out more about Absolute LoJack and the challenge, and there's a discount coupon that will appear on the screen at the end of this video.